Duke Franz of Bavaria attends a celebration in Munich. Queen Maxima of the Netherlands christens a boat in Rotterdam. Princess Charlene of Monaco attends the 9th edition of the Princess Charlene Rally in Fontvieille. And King Frederik X and Queen Mary of Denmark conclude their state visit to the French Republic. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are doing well today. If you're new to my channel, my name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Thursday, April 3rd, 2025. On Wednesday in Paris, Their Majesties, King Frederik X and Queen Mary of Denmark concluded their 3-day state visit to the French Republic at the invitation of the President, Emmanuel Macron. The day began with Their Majesties arriving at the Hôtel de Ville, where they were warmly welcomed by the Mayor of Paris, Ms. Anne Hidalgo. After a private meeting, Their Majesties and the Mayor walked to the River Seine, where they boarded the boat, the Mistinguett. During the tour of the River Seine, an energy conference was held aboard the boat, where Their Majesties learned about Paris's green transition in transportation, heating, cooling, and electricity. In the mid-morning, the King visited the KNDS France, one of the largest defense companies in Europe. According to the Royal Court of Denmark, during the visit, the King learned about the advanced military solutions and collaborations between the Kingdom of Denmark and the French Republic in the defense industry. Meanwhile, the Queen and the First Lady of the French Republic, Brigitte Macron, visited the Hôpital Foch. At noon, Their Majesties visited the Assemblée Nationale, where they were warmly welcomed by the President. The state visit concluded with a tour of the newly restored Notre Dame. This was followed by a farewell photo op for the press with the presidential couple on the forecourt of the Notre Dame. On Tuesday, in Slagelse, Her Majesty, Queen Margrethe of Denmark, presided over the inauguration of the newly restored Longhouse at the Trelleborg Museum of the Viking Age. According to a press release from Ritzau, the Longhouse was built as a, quote, reconstruction of the Vikings' famous longhouses, as they are known from the ring forts. The Trelleborg Longhouse has become iconic both at home and abroad. This is because it is the first of its kind, not only in Denmark, but in the world. The Longhouse thus gave experimental archaeology a central place in the way history is communicated. The Longhouse was built in 1942 by the National Museum's director, Paul Norland, and architect, Georg Schultz. For more than 80 years, it has provided a framework for disseminating information about the Vikings and the Viking Age. However, it eventually fell into serious disrepair. Thanks to generous support from 14 foundations, the Longhouse is now fully renovated, including a completely new roof, built based on Norland and Schultz's interpretation of how it originally appeared in 1942. End quote. During the inauguration, the Queen viewed an exhibition, unveiled a commemorative plaque, and on the way to the Longhouse, the Queen passed by a, quote, warrior show who demonstrated fighting techniques from the Viking Age. End quote. On Wednesday, in northern Norway, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Haakon of Norway, as regent, visited the Engineer Battalion at Camp Skjold in Indre Troms. During the visit, the Crown Prince attended a ceremonial parade in which Her Royal Highness Princess Ingrid Alexandra of Norway and her fellow soldiers of the Engineer Battalion were awarded the Military Merit Medal. As I mentioned in Tuesday evening's episode of Royal Daily News, the princess began her military training in January 2024. Initially, her military training was to last 12 months, but was extended to 15 months. During her time with the Engineer Battalion, the princess was a gunner on the CV-90 combat vehicle. Meanwhile, His Majesty, King Carl Gustaf of Sweden, presided over the presentation of the King's Medal for Services to Swedish Sports during a ceremony in Princess Sibylla's apartment at the Royal Palace. In Fontvieille, Her Serene Highness, Princess Charlene of Monaco, attended the 9th edition of the Princess Charlene Rally on Wednesday. The Princess Charlene Rally aims to raise awareness among students about the values of sport and solidarity. This year, over 400 students from schools in the Principality, divided into teams, participated in the event, which included a panel discussion with ambassadors from the Princess Charlene of Monaco Foundation and Peace and Sport, a drawing competition on the theme of sport and peace, an ergometer relay, a first aid course, and a quiz. At the end of the event, prizes were awarded, including 2 presented by the princess for the drawing competition prize and the, quote, overall first place prize in the challenge, end quote. The day ended with a white card souvenir photo in support of the global campaign led by Peace and Sport. The Princess Charlene Rally, held ahead of the International Day of Sport for Development and Peace on April 6, was sponsored by the Princess Charlene of Monaco Foundation, Peace and Sport, in partnership with the French National Education Authority. Meanwhile, in Rome, His Serene Highness, Prince Albert II of Monaco, accompanied by the President of the Italian Republic, Sergio Mattarella, viewed the exhibition entitled The World of Rome, Art and Globalization in the Baroque Period at the Scuderia del Quirinale. The Sovereign Prince loaned the 17th century painting entitled Hannibal Crossing the Alps on the Back of an Elephant by Nicolas Poussin from his personal collection for this special exhibition. In Berlin, His Majesty, King Abdullah II of Jordan, began his working visit to the Federal Republic of Germany. This morning, the king held a meeting with the president, Frank-Walter Steinmeier. According to the Royal Hashemite Court, during the meeting, the discussions covered a variety of topics, including ways to strengthen the strategic partnership between Jordan and Germany and ways to, quote, expand cooperation across various fields, particularly economic and educational ones, end quote. On Wednesday, in Rotterdam, Her Majesty, Queen Maxima of the Netherlands, christened the new innovative sailing ship of the social enterprise, Sea Ranger Service. Established in 2016 and inspired by the United States Civilian Conservation Corps, the Sea Ranger Service is, quote, on a mission to create combined social and environmental impact to strengthen coastal regions and improve the protection of the world's oceans. The first focus is on the regeneration of fragile ocean biodiversity in some of the world's marine hotspots, while simultaneously training and coaching unemployed people from vulnerable coastal communities as sea rangers towards a maritime career, end quote. After the christening, the Queen spent time meeting with several recruits and partners of the Sea Ranger Service. And finally, in Munich, His Royal Highness Duke Franz of Bavaria and his longtime partner, Mr. Thomas Greinwald, attended the 50th anniversary celebrations of the Alpine Regional Meeting of the Mountain Riflemen. The celebrations began with Mass at St. Peter's Church, with a reception following at the Munich residence. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I will be back on Saturday, April 5th, with all the latest royal news and events, including a complete wrap-up of Their Majesties King Philippe and Queen Mathilde of the Belgians' state visit to Vietnam. So, I hope you all will join me on Saturday. Until then, have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all on Saturday. Take care and God bless.